Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On play action. Now Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 61 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the wide out in motion. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time running out here on the play clock. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
All right, here we go.
In motion left here, Sanders. Second down carry for Booker. And his first carry, he loses the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports? That defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were third overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5 and 11 in 2017 for Denver. On 1st and 10, Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kelly being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Beckham. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Manning going to throw. He's going to air one out. That's It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He finds Beckham complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
But that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 44 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now Kelly. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll run Anderson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mark Hertzlick able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Showing some grits and some guts going for it. Their 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. For the New York Giants, as their offense comes back out there, last year 3-13, and that was off from just a year being a playoff team at 11-5. They were 31st in total points, 31st in overall defense, so a lot of changes need to take place.
They certainly do, and frankly, the 11-5 season masked the changes that are coming now because their numbers weren't that great in the 11-5 season. Somehow they found a way to win those key important games and accumulate a nice record. But you look at the underpinnings, and you'll see the cracks are already there, and they really got exposed in 2017. They'll hit the restart button and have a do-over.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Manning. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Back to the air, Simeon on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. A 1st down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, Simeon. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line. Throwing again is Simeon. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They run. Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Kelly. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run from Anderson. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Charles. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd down, 8. Here's Kelly to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Manning, a free play here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaquille Barrett, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right near the 39.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Simeon. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second and just 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
A play fake. Now Kelly. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Kelly. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting.
But I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds. And they're still short of the line to gain. So this is going to be a turnover on downs here.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. Simeon on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd down, Anderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down now, it's C.J. Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Manning going to throw here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now Manning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. To throw is Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Denver.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Back to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick.